Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to Dishonored 2. Episode 11. We're on 11 now, double one. Anyway, so we're still in the Clockwork Mansion, and last time what happened was we rescued Sokolov. We rescued him first, and we're next to the elevator. And then I think after this we're then going to have to go after Jindosh. Now, we can take Sokolov back, and we can rescue him. Do that straight away. The only issue with that, which is why I don't want to do that, is that we have to go through all the guards. But then I also thought that the main character, he's going to be guarded, so it's debatable. And I'm guessing it's probably ill-advised to just go after him without returning Sokolov, so
Someone there?
no.
Something feels wrong. I wonder what I'm dealing with.
Probably try and bait.
No, I'm sure. What? Wonder who that was.
There's two. There's three. What do we even have on hand? We've got nothing that's non-lethal.
Come
You
on!
were so close just a while ago, but now I wonder if you know where you're going. At this rate, you may never reach me.
I swear I saw someone.
Looked like, I don't know.
Something
I saw
moved.
something.
Pretty sure of it.
She sees me through.
Can't stay hidden forever.
There's no way.
Hey, you! Here, come here! Let her escape! What? Oh, I'm coming! Bad move!
Jesus.
You aren't going anywhere!
Keep your distance.
Fighting scum like you since I put on the uniform!
Back here.
I'll be wiping off your blood later.
I mean,
Get away! No use running.
I don't even know what we're going to accomplish here.
And so ends the life of
Okay.
Emily Caldwin. Failed
Okay, I think we might just do the lift. That might be the best decision. Just take the noisy lift to upstairs.
experiencing uncertainty something. The machine concludes here that nothing further is amiss. The machine has completed another full instruction set.
Let's drop Sokolov. Could go for just a little quick save. Just in case. Right. I don't know what we're supposed to do here, really. Oh, I forgot it doesn't detect them. So we have a crossbow bolt. And that's Jindosh. It's guarded by 2. That's insane. So they're fighting each other. No, he killed us instantly. Really? Okay, I think I got an idea then. We should probably heal to begin with. And then as long as we can disable one of the heads, they'll fight each other. And then at that point, it's basically GG. So I think we should be able to tank a pistol shot from him, get in close, counter attack, and knock him down. So let's heal up.
Kirin Jindosh.
You realize you're only the second person to set foot back indicates criminal profile.
She. Okay. That's a slight issue there. Kind of had a feeling that would happen as well. But anyway, let's go sort this out. We had a good chance last time. It's just that he pistol shotted us instantly. I think we've run across to the other side of the room again. So I don't know if they
Successful.
oh my god, they jumped down.
Rear visual active.
Right. Come on, head.
Take this.
Right, run out of crossbow bolts.
Payback for unambiguous enemy.
The
Okay, shut it down. Damage playback. Etched. Now etched.
Jesus.
This must be the electroshock machine Jindosh mentioned.
There's another test for the clockwork. Protocol makes them better. In the end.
Mode.
I want to smell some guts.
Don't have anything really useful here.
Playback for combat protocols. Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. The machine is overheating. Shut down mode.
So we really don't want to have to deal with this thing directly. But then what other choice do we really have?
Playback for unambiguous enemy.
Okay. I don't know how we can, if we can just take this thing down with a normal sword, but maybe if we lure him.
Which eye shall I aim for?
Come on, shoot towards me. Was he using explosive rounds?
Combat protocol. Cooling down.
I'm just wondering if there's any weaponry we can use.
Displays if someone eludes the machine.
Kirin Jindosh.
You've seen my magnificent home, so surely you must know what you're made of.
I think we just go up to him melee.
Clockwork soldier will take care of you.
Okay. Let's do a save. Oh wow. It's pretty crazy. I had no idea that they could block the crossbow bolts. So we could rewire that robot. Okay, conditioning Sokolov. I tire of dealing with my old teacher. I'm confident that I don't need to simplify the design of the Clockwork Soldier. But without Sokolov, it could take years to reduce the cost of each clockwork. Design a version that can be built with the cheaper, more readily available materials, and assembled by Duke, Abel's half-witted factory workers. Duke will get his clockwork army, I'll make sure of that. The question is when. I'll keep experimenting with the electroshock machine, trying to get it just right, and if Sokolov can't be made to help me, I'll continue using the machine on him anyways as entertainment. Note to Kirin Jindosh. Kirin, it's my hope that the Pale Stars look down with favour upon your attempts to gain Sokolov's favour. But if the old goat will not bend at your will, I can offer an alternative to merely keeping him locked in your assessment chamber and subjecting him to cruel electrotherapy. I've started a new effigy, cast in Sokol's shape. Given time, I believe it might grant me some influence over your esteemed guest. Brianna. So, we still have to deal with the Clockwork Soldier.
Playback for combat protocols. Playback for unambiguous enemy. Combat protocol 6.
Nice. Okay, Sokol's over there. We can still far reach the top above here. And we have to start the electro shock chamber somehow. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Chapter by Anton Sokolov, Chapter 16. 2 dead on our first day in the continent, but the new world was not sated and we would have no more. None other than the captain himself. And his group had found a cluster of smaller rodents, much like rabbits or prairie moles. The lure of fresh meat proved too much a temptation for our good captain, who had dined on scant fish and the same rations as the crew all these dreary months. He was able to grab one of the creatures with his bare hands, but the docile beasts were not so tame after all. Having allowed the captain to pick it up, the creature became enraged and delivered several stings from a gland hidden inside its tail. The captain complained of heat and itching where the stings had penetrated, but insisted they press on. He died of asphyxiation within a quarter hour. It was suddenly obvious to me that at this rate of attrition we would not only fail to sufficiently research the continent, but we might soon lack enough crew to make the return voyage. Something had to be done to save the venture, and so I immediately declared myself captain. All my orders, the remaining crew crept to the relative safety of the beach for the duration of the week. Though I set you 2 young academy students armed with nets and cages to fetch a live sample of the prairie mole that had swiftly killed the captain. That's first and foremost ours was a research expedition. Expedition gone wrong, I guess. Okay, so there's a ruin down there. Oh, it's below the glass.
Anton Sokolov, once the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the Empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
If you're going to use this inelegant-looking device against me, get on with it, Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus. Patience, friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. Under the electroshock, but when? Before or after that? When it disappears? Everyone, the sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kirin. Perhaps the device could tell us that.
No, sadly, it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your rambling theories.
Okay. Right. So, as far as I know, we have the power of the bays. Let's have a look at this. Entry on Whalebone. Today I'll raise the anatomy platform, bringing it up to the laboratory floor where I can resume my work evaluating the rune artifact. Even as a man dedicated to natural philosophy, I must admit that my association with the occultist Brianna Ashworth has renewed my interest in the study of whalebone. Given that I have seen over the past 3 years working with Brianna, I cannot entirely dispel the idea that the bones of the Vivians possess unusual properties. When pressed, she speaks in the meaningless palaver of the spiritualist. Jesus. Can't speak. In an attempt to find answers of my own, I have procured one of the so-called rune artifacts, considered heretical, of course, by the narrow minds of the Abbey. However, thus far my examinations have netted nothing of interest. A sample of human tissue affected by these runes might reveal more, were I able to get any. Say the jawbone of one of those poor sods burned alive by the overseers. And then there was the Sokolov's notes. Chapter 15. So this is actually before the top one. At dawn, I set out with a group that foraged east and included 2 other natural philosophers and 4 crewmen. We used blades to clear the vegetation that grew thickly here, and slowly made our way up the shore up a steep incline. Our purpose was to gather samples of the native plants for our research journals. I found myself pressing leaves and stems between pages and taking copious notes on several pieces of flora I summarized a new human had ever set eyes on previously, when suddenly Mr. Young Gravit from the academy began hopping about and screaming wildly. Chance had bade him pick an unfortunate place to step, and aggressive ant-like creatures swarmed him from below. So many number were his tiny attackers that we quickly lost sight of him under their onslaught. We finally managed to pull Gravit from the insects, acquiring several painful welts where we had come to his aid. Mr. Gravit, however, was bitten or stung, as I'd eventually discovered, so many times he was barely recognisable, swollen onto a deformity over every inch of his person, moaning like a sick bull. He expired before we could carry him back to the beach. Luckily, some of the creatures still clung to him, providing me with precious samples. Okay. Right. Still down his. As if we actually carry the bodies too, which is very odd. Nice. I mean, because of the fight that we've had, we kind of need a restock, so this is really useful. I don't know if there'll be anything here, but maybe we just have a check. Oh, there is. But conveniently they put it close to the stairs, rather than sticking it really far away and pretending that it's like a good idea. Right, so we have to get back up. Letter from Delia. Kirin, you asked me what the void looks and feels like, if it can be measured as like a real place. Here's my answer. Don't concern yourself with such matters. It's as real as anything I've ever experienced, but if you understood it, you'd know as much that such a statement makes little sense as saying that I've been dead. The void is unspeakable, is infinite and is nowhere, ever-changing and perpetual. There are more things in the endless black void, Kirin Jindosh, than I dreamt of your natural philosophy. Leave aside things beyond your reach, and be content that you are gifted with more insight than the common man. Delia. So a lot of experimentation down here. So this is what basically making the clockwork soldiers. I'm guessing these are the... Are they the white little tanks? Doubt it. I'm guessing this resets. Let's not get squished. Really don't want to get squished. Alright, we're going to have to do that again. Is it here that went up? There we go. I mean, stuff is really cool. It's kind of incredible how they managed to think of stuff like this, and how did it even like conceptually be able to build this as well is it's really impressive. Pick up our Jindosh. It's a nice photo for some money. Just the way it's like designed is just so cool. Oh, so it does actually drop him. I'm imagining that this is probably gonna kill him if we mess this up. So let's do a save. So I think we got a clue. Mission clues. There's enough power available to the electroshock machine. Change the other two lab platforms so that they draw less power. Key to the maintenance floor below the laboratory. Okay. Oh. I don't know if this shows you like how much power they're drawing. Oh, it's on chemistry. maybe optics. Like, I keep thinking. Or does it change the other one too? So in other news, finished my essay, so now I'm free to continue on with this series, and I'm actually really enjoying the game so far. Dishonored gets a lot of flack because it does lack a lot of the fundamentals of some stealth games, but I enjoy this. I enjoy the game series overall. Let's go to Woodcraft then. I really liked the first game anyway. Just kind of just chilling at the moment, basically. So I think getting the instant seek darts becomes super useful. Although we basically want to avoid combat in general. That's like our playstyle right now, because we put it on a really hard difficulty, which is probably a mistake. So that took even more power than before. Maybe anatomy less? I mean, this reminds me of like the puzzle in Skyrim where you just keep pressing different combinations until you get it right. Like, if it comes down to it, we may just have to just straight up Google what the answer is. Because we don't want to be stuck here forever. Okay, let's go with over some why Dishonored 2 pisses people off. Some mechanics. Like, for example, on the hard difficulties like we're playing on now.
The electroshock machine should work now.
Okay, let's actually do this first. I'll talk about this when we get a little bit of extra time. It's time.
You don't know what you're doing! Anything! I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
We can't push it.
Too bad it had to come to this, Jindosh.
And if I combine the acid against a copper plate, what does it do?
See, he's out.
I knew that a moment ago. Does anyone know the answer? I had an idea, but it's gone now.
Imagine we just... So apparently there's a maintenance lab below the laboratory. In terms of bone charms and stuff, there's two that we missed. They would be nice to get. The only thing is it's not a major priority. Okay, so what annoys people, for example, with the combat, you can't, if it's when we're going non-lethal and we're going combat, which ideally, you could argue you don't want to do, which you don't want to do at all. But it's basically just wait for them to attack you, and then counter-attack and knock them down in a 1v1 situation. Against multiple enemies, of course, you want to sleep dart a couple of them. But generally, like, that's basically how the 1v1 combat goes down. Or maybe there's more combat, there's more to it, and I'm just not playing the game to its full potential. So what's the? Yeah, it's rescuing Sokolov.
Okay, shut it down. Playback for unambiguous enemy. Combat protocol.
Them two are fighting each other.
Machine has identified a lifeless body.
No, don't do that. Yay! There we go. The debate here is it worth going for those bone charms? And nah. Basically nah. We're good. We're good. They give advantages, but it's not like a significant priority because they're only small advantages. They're not generally something I'd like rely on in a playthrough anyway. So, what would interest me though is oh yeah, the bone charms would probably work without the powers. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. That mansion was really cool. Like I'd love to just like hang around and mess around with some more levers and stuff, but I'd probably do that in like a separate, different playthrough of the game when I go as when I play as Corvo. Definitely play through this twice. So we want to go to the lower district. Some casual advertisement there.
Wait, something's off.
I want to do that, but let's get onto the roof again. Maybe? Interesting how the guards are not here. There we go.
You are a nuisance to the city. Didn't anybody tell you?
This is very weird. Oh, they've all been killed.
That lavender.
It's like some witches or something. Oh no. Oh. That is, I meant to just cancel the far reach. Anyway, that's a fail. Okay, so we'll get to the boat, and I think we'll end it once we get to the boat. I think we're just gonna just run away. I doubt they'll be able to do anything too crazy to us. These enemies are... I actually don't know what they do, but I don't really want to see. So... Okay, let's make some progress. And we could take it, like, a lot safer. And go through here.
I missed the time when I could go to sleep without wondering if I'd wake up.
Perfect idea, we've got food as well. Any windows? We have to go down like through the front door. Front door it is.
Someone's not feeling well. I need help.
Oh, you can't be serious.
Someone! Anyone!
What? Somebody's not
We're running.
I won't let her escape.
We're just running. You will let us escape. Megan, let's go.
You did it. How is he? He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover. I didn't think
They
it was possible.
completely left us now.
You must have a story
We just
to
got
tell.
to the boat.
I'll hear it back.
Like, they
at the
don't even
ship.
chase us up until this point. So weird.
Let's go then.
So yeah, we should have checked actually. So we didn't kill anyone. Obviously, we're not going for the stealth achievement. So, so yeah, still very, very non-lethal and not very stealth at all. We've got 41 detections. Yeah. So basically, we just left 2 bone charms. Well, yeah, there's actually a lot of coins available. Wow, that's kind of crazy. We should actually look through all this stuff. Yeah, we robbed the ticket booth. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm quite surprised actually that ticket booth is easier to get to than I would have thought of. But yeah, what can I say? I can't really complain that much. We are back. Interesting, we don't have our equipment. Okay.
The void, but somehow different this time.
This is cool.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when
it's
I
pretty
was
horrible.
young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Coldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I told you. We're over. Perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessie is younger than me, and she's in court every day.
This is, well, it's complicated. We'll discuss someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year. I promise.
Just yeah, imagine she's not very happy with that situation at all. So basically, she might really be head to throne.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower.
Or maybe she's spinning
I'd
lies.
go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me what did?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessica. Who is your
It was her. Delilah's light. She broke it.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bed sheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
The sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
What if we don't want to return?
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
Seems a believable story, but like seems like also seems very, very likely that she would just spin it, because that's the story she would have told everyone else in the case of like explaining to like Kirin Jindosh and other people, like Duke Luca Labelle as well. That's what she would have said.
When I
So
was
she probably
young,
believes it.
the loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
I miss you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
That's interesting. So we've talked with the allies. Let's read the note and then write in the log, and then we'll end the episode here. It's something I should say to your face, but it's hard for me. Thank you for what you did bringing Anton back. What would I have done without him puttering around the ship, mumbling and stroking his greasy beard? I wanted to find him on my own, but hearing what you went through, I'm impressed. Anyway, enjoy this bottle from the Captain's Reserve. Good stuff I got from an aristocrat wanting a quick passage out of Kanaka a while back. You'll need it now that Anton is back. If you want to sleep, his snoring cuts straight through the bulkhead. Megan. So that's the wine, which we can't actually drink. So it's right in the log. I wonder if writing the log actually makes like a difference to these logs. But I should actually, what we'll do next episode is we'll actually read through the start. We'll read through all the logs. And then because I don't know if we can replay audiographs. Oh, we can. Interesting.
I finally understand it. There's a part of Hypatia that she doesn't even know about. It's always there, riding along in her mind.
That's interesting.
And forces her to use more of the original serum with some regularity. The Duke keeps her here, and
so in terms of powers, oh yeah, we should probably the new one. Running out of breath reduces mana before health. Yeah, these are kind of like interesting. And then for powers, we've got like we've got 4 more runes that we can use. But we haven't actually like got any powers yet. Like getting vitality probably useful overall. And then I think agility would also be useful as well, and like rapid sprint. There's a lot of stuff that would be interesting. But there's obviously, because of certain ones we're not gonna get. That's interesting. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I've been enjoying this series so far. I keep saying this. Of course I am, otherwise I wouldn't be playing it. So yeah, as Stealth Pacifist, episode 11, we're done. See you in the next one. Bye. It's going well. It's going well.